What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. Got some hot coffee because it's gonna be a busy day today. And I just gotta open up the show with this. I read the comments, I read all the comments, that I can. We're getting so many comments. Don't forget this video is brought to you by www.wileythetroll.com, where we talk about everything. Give me a second. I'll be right back, you guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I did something. It's gonna be frozen. Hold on. Let me do something really quickly. All right, we're back. Let me remove them. We talked about them already. Let's do this background. Okay, we back. Had a little technical difficulty. So I answer all the comments. I get the comments. And some of the comments is, why are you having it members only? I've been a subscriber for years. Yeah, non-paid subscriber. Now, my theory about this is like anything. I am a business owner. I have to look at this as a business. And if you are a fan, if you are a supporter, then pay the money to be in the chat. Because if you was on Netflix, if we was on Hulu, you have to pay for those subscriptions. You can say all day long to Monique, I've been a fan. Why you don't do the comedy show for free? She probably will cuss you out and then say, get out of my face, my sweet baby, and then cuss you out again. So that's what we're doing. I'm not the only one, um, I'm not the only one that done it. I'm not the only one that got out here that do these things. You know what I'm saying? Other YouTubers have done it. One person I looked up to was Kevin Samuels, because in his chat, he didn't allow anybody to be in a chat unless you were a member. So that is the theory. Now, I can say without a doubt, we grew dramatically. We went from 20 members to 78 members, like literally. And we continue to grow. Our Patreon is sending out a solid, I think 60 some or 70 some members. So combined, we're good. Almost 200 plus people are paying in the paid model. Now, we know that a lot of people are not going to subscribe to the subscription. We get that. But we're going to put the standard and say, this is what we're doing. And we have been doing it. Even our replays, we're not allowing anybody in the chat unless you pay the money. Now, we don't just do that that's one of the perks. Another perk is that we do members only lives, right? We bring special guests. We got a couple of special guests, lined up for us that we're going to do over there on Zoom. Really, that, that typically I won't bring on YouTube, but we can talk about it on Zoom. So I'm excited. I'm just excited for it all. I'm excited for this opportunity. And when we're doing it, it's going to be fun. Like, everybody is going to love it. So the people that don't, it was two viewers, one particular viewer, let's just call her Sunshine, she was extremely upset. Now, Sunshine is what I call a viewer all the time. Criticize, criticize, criticize. Then you had another viewer, let's call him Ding Dong Face. Ding Dong Face only comment when we're talking about their favorite YouTuber. And I thought about it. I said, wow, okay, you want to drag me in the comments. So now, if you really big and bold, you got to pay your $4.99. And I was talking to on my radio show, and I was finding out a lot of people don't want to subscribe to the membership because they don't want the identity, because some people is out here catfishing. I don't know how true that is, but I'm like, really? Yeah. But I'm like, if you really want to criticize, you got to pay, the $4.99. And yeah, it's a green symbol that help us to travel, that help us to be able to compete, to get interviews, to fly talent in or to fly to talent. We need to increase our accounts. So that is the reason why we charge not $500, but $4.99, $5 where you're getting something. Some of y'all pay for other platforms and you don't get any perks. You just have a green symbol. You don't get any perks. You just comment in the chat with a green symbol. That's it. No members only live, no members only meetup, no members only discussions, no members only going out to a barbecue, nothing. So we are actually giving you content that to entertain you offline, more in person, and we get people that typically you won't see on YouTube, but they open it up over there on members only. Yeah, we have done that. hmm And that's why you got to have that respect factor and putting that boundary. It's like, okay, I see you criticize, and then it worked because now more people are subscribing to the membership, and which we thank them. And that don't mean you have to comment. Just being supportive of the show, that's great. And I have members that go all the way back since 18 months ago, since we pretty much first started the membership, go all the way back. 18 months is like a year, almost 2 years. They've been a member of this program. And so I want to say thank you to those viewers that are doing it, because it tells you how long the person been a member, um, who is members. They give you a whole list, not their personal name, but their their username. They give you all of that. They give you all this press over there, and I love the fact that it is going on. I said this is good. Okay. hmm This is good. And when I got the phone call, oh, Wiley, I really want to come back to your channel. You're so lovable. I'm sorry. And I'm like, said, where you at? Once you do me wrong, I gotta say, to the left, to the left. And we doing it. And we continue to have fun. Like we even have fun on our radio show. Like we have a good time where the ratings are high, and I love it. I really, really love it. And I thank God that we are here with another video. So we're about to get into these topics. Before we get into it, we gotta welcome our members. Okay. We gotta welcome our members that's here. So let me scroll up. Gotta welcome our members. Okay. Part of me said, child, not 12 a.m. Malia TV said, not repossessed. Latavia J, hi. Libra, hi. Confessions. Daniela Turner, hi. Uh, Amethyst, hi. I hope I said it right. I love you. Who else is in here? Hi, Tasha Nicole. Hi. I see you in here. You are my and a member. Hi, Latavia J. Welcome. Hi. I love Maria. I see you. Who else is in here? Hi, Aunt Mass. Hi. Oh, wow. I see new member. And you look like a new member in the house. Welcome. Oh, Tastic T. Love you. Tastic T, a huge supporter of the Wiley Show. Oh, wow. Bougie Barbie. Hi. Soldier Girl. Oh, hi. Kiki. Hi. Ah, Denise. Hi. Hi. Oh, Taurus Deliceness. Hi. You just became a member. Welcome her. Okay, Amaris, thank you. Okay, we got some new members in the house. So let's get into these subjects, honey. So we're gonna offend some people. I'm a disclaimer. I'm gonna talk some ish, and y'all gonna come in the chat and try to drag me. Okay. All right. Let's get to Lil Baby. Lil Baby. I'm not even gonna lie. I like Lil Baby as an artist, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know his lyrics. He looked like a dude that is a little touch, but he talented and he got fans. And so one of the songs, I liked it. It was during the protests. So, but he looked weird. He looked a little delayed, a little touch, just a little bit, a little bit, a little touch. I ain't trying to talk about him that much. He got more money than me. He sold drugs, but he's a little touch. And half of y'all won't pay him no mind if he didn't have the money and influence and the popularity that he did have. You won't give him none of that. But he got money and he sold records and he's talented and he have a lot of fans. He's on a docket because of his baby mama or a chick that was claimed to be the baby mama. She posted DNA test. We ran with the story. And then now other blogs are telling us to take it down that she lied. It was a fake DNA test. I don't know what it is. I told Lil Baby and his team and to the blogs, never tell me to take down nothing because y'all post up and never take it down or never even repost me. So would you calling me telling me to take something down? Anyway, but Lil Baby, and I want to be clear with y'all, Lil Baby, I personally feel as though that he should take a public DNA test. Why? Because it will just lead all this confusion. Because at first, Lil Baby was in the news for performing or supposed to be performing at DC Pride. Then he came out, he didn't ever reach out. So he's in a whole lot of stuff. Like, it's a lot. So I personally believe that they should live stream with the baby. Where's the bastard? That baby's a bastard. It gotta be. No, not an offensive. In the scripture, you are a bastard if you are conceived without marriage. You are considered to be an bastard. So technically, I'm not lying. So the little bastard baby, they should take a public DNA test and and live stream it on the Wiley Show. And I sent the email to a couple of people. They laughed at me. You just want some clout. Of course, you want it too. I'm just honest. Of course, I want clout. Clout is good. Clout is good. We all in this business for clout. We all in this business for clout. Your faves is in this business for clout. So, of course, I'm not biggest advocate. And then one particular person from Big Blog, okay, you're not big enough. You're not big enough to demand that. You need to humble yourself. I said, if I'm not my biggest cheerleader, then I don't know who is. If I'm not my biggest, I don't know who it is. Yes, I have the highest powerful show. Yes, I have impact. Yes, I have influence. And I'm not deterred not to send emails to Lil Baby team. And yes, he should take a DNA test with the little bastard baby and do it live. So it won't be no confusion. Because then we reached out to baby mama. She said the DNA test is real, right? And she said she wanted to be off the record. And I said, I won't post the DMs. That's fine. But what I'm saying is it's time for this to be nipped in the bud. But then we were hearing that this was the same woman said she was pregnant by, it was another rapper that she was pregnant by. So that was that whole issue that she was pregnant by another rapper. So whatever, regardless of what's going on in this case, to solve it, you could just go and take a DNA test, live stream it. I've told this story about somebody else. Oh, wow, this person exposed my identity. I'm like, to nip that in the bud, why don't you go live on Zoom to nip it in the bud? Either A, she told the truth, or B, you live in a catfish life. And I'm saying the same thing. Either A, the bastard baby is the baby, or B, the bastard baby is not the baby. Not the baby. So that's personally what I believe. At the end of the day, that's what I believe. I'm going to be crystal clear on you on that. So, of course, he should take the DNA test. Of course, you should live stream it. And because it's a bastard baby and you're a public figure, it needs to go publicly to the public. The public need to see this. I feel as though if you're living in a public life, I believe that if you're delivering a baby, the public need to see it because you are a public figure. Okay? I'm just saying. So a lot of people are, oh, Wiley, this to this. No, I had to say what I said. And then this is what I'm going to say about the viewers. You all comment negatively about me, but you're watching and you disagree. That's fine. And when Lil Baby, I went on the show and they said, you ain't going to say it in Lil Baby face. I'm saying in his face, bruh. Take that DNA test on the Wiley Show, bruh. And I want to make sure you go to a speech therapist so every word that come out of your mouth, you can speak it clear. They get all that stuff out your throat, that you can speak real clear. A-I-O-U. Sometimes why, right? Don't you say it crystal clear. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? See, I told you I said in this face. Don't play with me. Don't put me up for a challenge. Right there. So yes, he need to take that DNA test on the Wiley Show. I demand it on the behalf of black women, on the behalf of black men, on the behalf Latinos, Asians, everybody. Take it live on the Wiley Show. Do you want me to drop you a link? They might send it to you. Send this live to Lil Baby. Let me drop. You said drop a link. He may pop up. All right, I'll drop it. I dropped it, Paul. If he pop up, I'm here. He can pop up with his entourage. All right. Okay. So I believe he needs to do that. Y'all don't believe that? What up, Kiki? Kiki, do you love me? Okay. So that's all I am saying. I'm demanding this because it need to happen. Because I just got tired and they making this lady like a crazy person, but she never said that it was a fake document. So we're going to see more information about this and we're going to break this down once he call us back. And we already have it. We can do it on StreamYard. We can do it on Zoom. We can do it in person. And that will actually help the Wiley Show. I am a black creator trying to come up in this business. Now, I don't know my members because the public, you all won't be able to comment until the video is over. But the general public, but my executive producers, would you watch if I were to, they do the DNA test, they swab it live, I'm the host, and I read the results live on the Wiley Show in front of the baby and the Instagram model, okay? Will y'all be here for that? Press 1 in the chat. Would you be there for that? I'm reading the DNA results live in front of the little baby face and Instagram model face. Will you watch it, members? Would you watch it? Press 1. Press 1 if you will watch it. Let me know. Press 1 if you will watch it. All right, we got y'all pressing 1. So I know what I'm talking about. As you said, wow, you can't be talking about children. Bastard is in the scripture. Y'all made it well, technically, all what it is. A bastard is you conceive when you're not married. You are considered a bastard. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody says, you sit down, you cockeyed bastard, they're not lying. Because I was conceived when my mother was not married. So when they say, shut up, you snotty nose bastard, they ain't lying. They ain't lying at all. That's actually the truth because I was born out of wedlock. Technically, I could get mad because that's straight up truth. That's straight up facts. My eye is cocked and I'm a bastard. A tall, crippled bastard. You know, and, oh, like, I can't be upset with that. I can't. I really, really can't because it's the truth. You obese bastard, just come out. This is technical. Technically, that term is that way. So I'm just breaking it down. So when I saw the story on my website, my writers, they kept inboxing me something. They said, well, it's an update. I said they can do it because they getting a T and we getting a T and all that. I don't know who wrote it. I think it was Ebony or D. I think Ebony wrote one and then D wrote another one. I think so. I think both did it. I think Ebony did one, and I think D did one. Let me double check. Let me scroll up. Okay, we in a group chat, so let me scroll up because babe, we be talking about these stories in this group chat, honey. All right, hold on. Oh man, I'm had to scroll because we talked about so much. Oh man. Okay, I think D posted it. I think D posted it. If it's not posted, we will post it. I think D posted it. Okay. I think so. All right. So I don't know the detail. Like I said, I don't know. But I don't think a woman will lie on a black man about a baby. Black women love their children. And I don't think that majority of black women will lie. Not said it's impossible, because anything is possible. But I don't think that this particular Instagram model will lie because number one, she got some good poom poom. Number two, she's beautiful. Number three, she get a lot of likes. Um, Number four, she's amazing. You know what I mean? All those things. She's amazing. And so I don't know. Okay, okay, okay. I'm getting an update. No, Wiley, you wrote the story. I believe Ebony followed up. Okay, I believe Ebony followed up. And if we get that article, we'll drop it in there. Okay, 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 okay. Thank you, D. Thank you. Okay, that's the update. Okay, because because I'm so busy. I don't know if I wrote it and then somebody updated or looked at. I don't know. But yeah, but D knows. So thank you, thank you. Okay, so when I got the phone call about these artists, like, it is so difficult, like, to break into the industry. Like, you have to kiss a lot of behind, and you got to have big numbers. You know what I mean? Um, and it's all relationships, and it's relationship with the publicist. Like, they are key. Prada knows this. They are key. They are the gatekeepers of these artists. So unless you're like somebody like Roland that goes and get their numbers and all of that, then yeah. But a lot of times, doing publicists is pretty much the gatekeepers, unless you personally have a relationship with the artist. You know what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? So Prada is saying, okay, she's saying not necessarily. Can you break that down, Prada? Let me drop you a link because I want to know about that because we about to get some things. Let me drop a link. Now don't catfish me, Prada. Let's see if she can come on camera because she actually work in industry. So I want to know, is that the case? Okay, Prada is saying this. Okay, Prada is saying this. Networking and rubbing elbows with the right people will get you far. Absolutely. Because it was absolutely. I was doing radio and still some of the interviews that I've accumulated on my show was because of the relationships I built as a online radio personality. And that's how I met Larry Reed the Predator. And I met him when he was promoting his gospel album, when he was married to a woman. I remember that when he was married to a woman and she divorced and she started licking on women lolly pads. And he started, licking and slobbing on people's sausages. Understand what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Okay, hold on one second. Hi, Prada. How
Hey,
you?
Big Daddy.
Hi. So, you actually work in the business. So,
Hmm.
I was under the impression that it's to get in contact with Lil Baby. Let's put him back on the screen right here. Lil Baby. Let's put him back on the screen here. Your thoughts is you said rubbing elbows with the right people.
Hmm.
Break that down to the people that are listening tonight.
Sure. So, for example, you get hired to work on a film set. So there are all these different people on set that work in different departments. And the only way to know who they are is by networking. How do you network? Well, you have to have a great personality. You have to be likable, funny, intelligent, intellectual. You know what I'm saying? It's maybe 300 people on set at any given time. And so that's a whole lot of people you can get to know.
Mm-hmm.
You
Cause,
know, get to
mm-hmm.
know them and then they know people and then if they like you, you know what I'm saying? Like they just offer to do things like, "Oh, hey, I would love if you meet such and such." Like my best friend was at an event about 2 weeks ago, and you know what I'm saying, she's also very nice, just like me, very sweet, personable, amazing personality. And so this older gentleman was chatting her up, and lo and behold, he's really good friends with the owner of Nobu. So now we're going to dinner at Nobu. You know what I'm saying? So just things like that. Yeah, just I mean, really walking around, introducing yourself to people, taking an interest in their job and what they do on set, and yeah,
Yeah, so I remember that. Like it's being personal with people, being likable. I
right.
love that. I have those traits,
Hmm.
and the relationships is great. I can go way back when I first started back in 2012. That's how I got Trina Braxton on my show because I had a relationship with a person that wasn't a publicist, but they was in the industry. If that makes
Hmm.
sense,
Yeah.
that knew that got the connection with Trina and also got the connection with me to have Tamar to follow me. So
Hmm.
and then also I remember I had the connection for Brandy because I had a friend, Prince L, and his partner, may he rest in peace. They was club promoter at one point, and they wanted to book an act. And I said, I could, Brandy said, I know somebody that know Brandy. They didn't believe me. So I connected with Brandy. He was a publicist, but he's a friend of Brandy, not Brandy Pub, but he's a publicist. Got Brandy on the phone, the negotiated a deal, and Brandy was in Chicago performing. I have those photos, but I got to make sure I put my watermark, on the
Yes.
photos that I took back when she came to Chicago at the mini bar. I was a part of that. So you're right about relationships, and you can't be out here being mad at a person because you never know who they know in this business. Case
Fact.
in point, who was that actress, Jack A, when she was very mean to the executive of Blackish or the creator of Blackish? What is his name? Uh,
Kenya Barris.
oh, you said King. Is it Kenya?
His name is Kenya Barris.
Kenya Barris, right? Was
Mhm.
the person to bring the scripts to 227. And said Jack A was like,
Ooh.
"I was mean. I was very mean." And he said he never let me get it. Oh, and then she tried to play it out. Oh, it was the 80s. No, you was just a mean, nasty woman. And now all of those jobs that came into place, you're not getting because they remember how you treated back when you thought he was a nobody. Because technically in
Facts.
Hollywood, because you can be giving out scripts today, like knocking on somebody's door,
Passing
giving
out napkins, anything,
yeah,
picking up trash, and now
yes.
you're, the assistant director of, this huge multi-budget film.
Yes, and they hold on it because they not going to forget.
Right. No, we don't forget because you know what I'm saying? That shows who you actually are as a person. When you don't know someone and you're just treating them because you're looking at them like, oh, this ain't nobody. They can't, you don't know
Uh-huh.
what's gonna happen
A
tomorrow.
lot of people, a lot of people look at me that way. You never know who I know or what I'm going to become in the next year or two. I can maybe become this big producer, and I broke this down with you because I thought a producer. This is you laughed at me. I thought a producer was giving out the coffee, buttering up somebody's toast. You know what I'm saying? Calling their driver. That's what
That
I thought a producer was. But that ain't the case of a producer.
so we have two types of people who are, how can I put it, in charge of like doing those things, like those small things. So we have production assistants, and then we also have cast assistants. So production assistants usually just do things around the set, or make copies like in the production office or something like that. Whereas cast assistants, they work with, very closely with the cast. So, like you said, getting their coffee, buttering their toast, yeah, calling their drivers, things like that.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, you broke that down because I didn't know, and I didn't say,
Mhm.
girl, you know what I'm talking because you know exactly what you're talking about. You in this business, do you think Lil Baby is the father? I don't know if you heard the story of this Instagram model going around saying that he is the father. Do you believe he fathered that child or no?
You know what, Wiley? I didn't hear about the story because I don't have social media. I don't like, I do not like all that. But unfortunately, in Lil Baby's case, he does, like, his reputation precedes him. So that's why I guess when the story came out, people weren't really, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh well, I mean, he probably did, because we know that he's cheated. I don't know if him and Jada are together right now, but he's cheated on her before.
Wow.
He's known as, being a cheater. I think about 1 or 2 years ago, there was a lady of the night. I'll keep it nice. there, there, there was a lady of the night who he had cheated on his girlfriend with. And as soon as he left her house or whatever, she put it all on Instagram, all over social media, posted the pictures and stuff, like, and that's really embarrassing. And I feel like as a man, he should also be embarrassed. He has 2 kids, I believe, that we know of. And it's just like, when you're a parent, I feel like first and foremost, you should be trying to set a great example for your children.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, you know what I'm saying? Because if his kids grow up and see that, they're going to think that that's okay, and it's not.
It's really not okay. And that's why you got to wrap it up. I've made a mistake. I recently, back in February, I went to Chicago and I got it in, and I bought the rubber and I didn't use it. But I was so nervous. Oh my gosh, what if she's pregnant? And what if she's pregnant with twins? So I'm having a nightmare, and then I'm here. crying babies everywhere. And then, she called me and said she is not pregnant. She did have her menstrual cycle, and she kept saying, "You were the last guy that I got into." I'm like, whew. But at the other voice of it all, I don't mind having a child. I will be a good father. I wouldn't mind. But my dream is, and my goal is to bring children into a life that they are better than what I had came up with. You know what I mean?
Right. Hmm.
So they don't have to struggle, so they can wear nice black designer clothes. You see how I put that in there instead of saying Gucci?
Black
Yeah.
designer. I'm glad you said that. There is a gentleman. His name is Christopher John Rogers. Now, y'all, when I tell y'all just a quick little story, because I'm telling you, you never know what someone will go on to be. So I think we were in college, and one of my friends at the time, her sister was a model, and so she was having she was in a show on Southern Campus or whatever. Child, so we go to the show, whatever, and we go backstage. So I had made my own outfit for the
Hmm.
show or whatever. And so yeah, so I'm backstage, and so one of the designers that was in the show, this guy, this nice gentleman, he came up, he was like, I love your outfit or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, thank you, I made it myself. Child, so he went on to be Mr. Christopher John Rogers. If you don't know who he is, he has Kamala Harris has worn his designs. I think
Wow.
Michelle Obama as well. Yeah, he's huge. He's a huge deal now. So you
You
really
and you met
never,
him when he didn't even have that name.
probably
Like,
we were in college, and he went on to become who he is now. Like, so it's really incredible. You never know. I mean, like Maria said, you just can't go around disrespecting anybody because, I mean, you don't know who they are.
absolutely. So, little baby, come on the Wiley Show. Because he don't do many interviews, and when he does interviews, it's like talking some dry paint. Like, I hope that he's interested in the bedroom. I hope he just don't get that dumb touch look. Like,
That's
I
another
really
thing. Like, we have made, I say we, but I'm really talking about y'all. We have
okay.
made these dry, personality-less people famous. These people
Hmm.
have no personalities. Wiley, you have more personality than the last 10 celebrities I've worked with. And that's really no shade. It's just the truth.
Right. And I'm like, and I noticed this is the key. When the pandemic happened, right? All of these celebrities rushed to YouTube. They want to be YouTubers. And
Ain't
when I was
nobody
watching them,
watched.
it was boring. When Wendy Williams went in her apartment, boring. I think she was in her kitchen or her living room, boring. When them chicks from the real got up there and started talking, boring. Like it was, we are way, and they got a budget of producers
Right.
meeting. We
You
just see a
can't really
topic.
you can't work with no personality. There's really absolutely nothing you can do about that.
That is so
You
true.
have a dry, boring
Yes,
personality.
yes. That's why I have to always be me because there's no one like me. I used to hear that a lot. I'm like, that's cap. But no, I thought it was cap. Like, oh, this is cap. But no, it's the truth. Once you get into you, into your goals, into your talent, you're unstoppable because there's nobody like you. And I used to get mad when people uplift themselves. No, you're supposed to be your biggest advocate ever.
Right,
Now,
exactly.
you don't have to do too much because sometimes people do
Yeah.
too much.
There's a difference between being confident and being
Yes.
arrogant and prideful.
Arrogant, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. But there's nothing wrong with being confident or all of that. Go in there and say, "Oh, how you doing, Mr. Wiley? How you doing? Doing better." It's really good, but I'm Mr. Wiley. I don't talk to you beneath me. I don't want to be like
Right.
that. You know what I mean?
See,
Because
that's people's problem because,
yeah,
and I thank my parents for teaching my siblings and I, you treat the trash man, the janitor, with the same respect you treat with the CEO. And
oh
that's serious.
wow,
Yeah. We're all human beings. We all deserve respect. Period.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And I want to tell you this. You got to always have that respect factor.
Hmm.
And you said something so important. You said key word, your parents. A lot of people now, like the little babies, they didn't have a two-parent structure. I
Hmm.
don't think the baby father was in his life. I think his father was in and out his life because make sure you watch the documentary because you get a clear understanding somewhat of Lil Baby. Typical, you was poor, you had to sell drugs to survive. He was young around all these grown people, so he really didn't have a chance to really be a child. And because once you're in the street life, you get up in age. It's some people with 16 15, but they're not the average 15. They've been
Right.
out here taking out for. Let's go back to King Vine when he was
They live
15.
rough.
He was bringing
Rough.
women to school. They're rough. They live a rough, life. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
and the little baby is no different. But I'm glad that he got out of the street. Hopefully he did, because y'all, some of these rappers, you think they out the life, they still got a toenail, a foot, a thigh, on the you know what I mean? So, because Fetty Wap, he only got one eyeball, and he
Oh
went
my
back.
god.
He went back into selling drugs. That one eye.
I
You want 3 for
can't.
5, 5 for 1.
Yeah,
He got
I
caught.
can't.
He really, really got caught. So now he's in jail. He gonna have to have a caregiver to help him. He might bump into the walls or something like that. He went to prison all because when he popped, he lived beyond his means and he had to go back into the street. You already know that you are already a target because you are a rich black man. So you already on a list to be watched.
Right.
And now you're gonna bring and you got one eye. So automatically you stand out. So he tried to go back and got caught. And I just hope Lil Baby is not the one, because I remember when I watched the documentary, Young Thug is, in the documentary saying I was giving Lil Baby money to get out the streets. But brother, you was still in the streets yourself. So, and then your crew still committing crimes, and the lawyer, it's just
Wow.
a mess. It's a
The lawyer
mess.
committing crimes. I'm like, what is going on? Is this trial ever gonna happen at this
I,
point?
it's so much. I never seen. I never seen a trial and just arresting people. The jury, like doing, and the trial haven't even really started, and people getting
Right.
arrested, getting caught. So that means you got extra charges. You know what I'm saying? And you
Because
think
there
the
was
jury not
yeah,
seeing that?
yeah, there was that huge delay with the jury selection because the people were like, well, I'm scared for my safety. I don't want to testify against these gay members.
So it's just all a disaster. It really, really is a disaster. They're probably gonna have to go. I don't know what they're gonna do. I wish. This is based out of Georgia, correct? I
Mhm.
want to make
Yeah,
sure.
in Atlanta. Mhm.
So that's the trial that I want to go to and cover because it's so entertaining. Lawyer, I never thought a lawyer will get caught. I seen it in the
Child.
movies,
Yeah.
not in real life. Like you risking your law license.
See, y'all got to understand these movies be low key based on things that have actually occurred in real life. Like
Okay.
100%.
Wow. That's all I gotta say is WOW. Wow. Wow.
You should put that on the shirt, Wiley.
WOW. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, wow,
That's all I got to say.
yes. Okay. And are you gonna buy about 300 units?
You already know and pass them out around on set.
Yes. So I'm glad you came on to give your thoughts about Lil Baby. Would you give Lil Baby some
Absolutely not.
if he
First of
asked for it?
all, he I think he's kind of short, so that's a no. Two, he has several kids. Like just if you're I mean, you already know my stance. I don't believe in sex before marriage. So obviously my standards transfer over to the men that I date. If you out here, hoeing around and all this other, like, no, you don't deserve me. You don't deserve to be linked up with me. I don't want to be associated with you. You've slept with all these women, and that's nasty. You have all sorts of soul ties, demons. Like, absolutely not. I don't know. I'm hey, but bye.
So if he would bring his private jet, bring gold and all, wire you down with expensive things, expensive dinner, take you to Paris, France. You know.
We gonna call you in Paris.
Let's just say you got a movie that you want to get off the ground. He funds that movie. You still won't give him that?
No. There are men who don't sleep around that also have access to private jets. So no.
Mm,
Ladies, keep your legs closed and keep your standards high. Okay.
all right. So it's a no.
It's a no. It's an absolute no.
I tried to help you, little baby. That he probably gonna be like, "Don't worry, I got this, Wiley. I'm gonna ride
Negative. Don't even no. I don't even think we hang out in the same places.
it." Now, if you fall and bump into him, that's when you know, little baby is watching
I
the
will
Wiley.
pretend I did not bump into him. I'm sorry, who are you, sir? Okay, excuse me.
Oh man, thank you, Prada, for coming through, giving us that insight from the business.
Mhm.
And if I didn't hear anything you said, what stuck to me is be nice to people and rub elbows with the right people to get
Right.
you. Because the people you think they got the connection really don't, and the people
Facts.
that's in the corner that ain't got all the bling bling,
On
they
the
got all.
corner on their Android phone.
Yeah, they got all the connections, baby. On the Android phone, on the phone, they got all the connections. They don't have on all the expensive clothes,
Okay.
and they got all the connection. But thank you, Prada, for coming on. And yeah, I love to get your insight because, like I said, you actually in the business. I met you person. I mean, I didn't meet you person, but I see you on camera. You
Mhm.
didn't catfish or anything like that. You really who you
Right. You
are.
know,
So,
no filter. I don't there's no filters on StreamYard, which, might explain why some, people don't, want to, click
yes,
the link.
yes. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Prada, for calling, for answering your phone. For requesting to come on, by my request. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now you guys, we're gonna move. I'm gonna move on to the next topic. I just had to talk about Lil Baby. Oh, my ankle is kicking in pain, but we still got to do a show. Kid Fury. Now everybody said we look like brothers. Remember we look like brothers. Well, we look like brothers. Hold on. Don't we look like brothers? Don't we look like brothers? So Kid Fury is getting dragged. Um, getting dragged. And everybody, I had an aunt, she's on crack. And I'm gonna say aunt blinds will always say, "You look like Kid Fury. You got $30." She will always say I look like Kid Fury. You know what I mean? She's on crack. You know what I'm saying? Been on crack a long time and everything. She ain't got no teeth. Well, I ain't gonna worry about aunt blinds because you know what I'm saying. That's my auntie. So if she want $30 for some crack, I give her the $30 so she get that crack. Okay. So and she will always say, "You look like Kid Fury" when she was hot. You know what I'm saying? Because I would watch Kid Fury a lot. And she'd be in the kitchen smoking crack. You know what I mean? She would do that. That's what it is. I because at one point I wanted to be a crack dealer. I did, but it didn't last. I didn't know how to cook it up. I didn't know how to cook it. I didn't know I was giving all the crackheads loved me because I was giving them extra crack. I was giving them a lot of crack for like $20. They coming out with a bag full of crack. I didn't really know, you know what I'm saying? And my connect, they were like, "Oh my God." And they almost lost my life because I was short on the money, you know what I mean? And if it wasn't for my pimp friend for having his hoes to give me some of that money to fill in that hole, I would be in the hole 6 feet deep. Because I didn't know. I was giving the crackheads extra crack because I didn't know how to distribute it by the amount that they give. I didn't know anything about an ounce, half ounce, a pound. Math was my strong point. So of course, and then once we was able to pay back, we used to call them strawberry. Um, Once I was able to call up strawberry, I really, you know what I'm saying, I paid him back, and I got out of the drug life. I did. It was a short sting, maybe about 6 months. It didn't last that long. I really wanted to be out there, and I still see some of the crackheads in Chicago. Hey man, you hold on. I said, I ain't holding on none, bro. I'm out the life. I've been out the life for almost 10 years. You know what I mean? So anyway, so Kid Fury is in the news, and he have a successful podcast called The Read. It took off many years ago, almost 10 years ago, and he started out on YouTube. He started out on YouTube. That's how he started out. And this is why I'm so glad that I want to be clear with you. He deleted the post, but we got it on the WileyTheTroll.com. Because these girls be posting stuff and they will take it down in a second. That's why I tell people around me, screenshot. So let me find that Kid Fury thing. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me see. Let me scroll down. Oh, and I like it on the website that you don't have to necessarily scroll down. You can actually type it in if you miss it. So Kid Fury canceled his tour due to his mental health. Okay. American YouTube vlogger, comedian, and writer Kid Fury went to his social media to explain that he has canceled his 10-year anniversary tour of The Read to be able to take care of his mental health issues. Mental health is real, and it's great that Kid Fury is taking it seriously, getting the help he needs. And this is the statement that he wrote to his supporters. We got this on the website if you want to verify. He said, "To all my fans and supporters, this is a painful note to write, but I need to cancel the Read 10-year anniversary tour that was supposed to start tomorrow in Toronto. As I've shared many times on the podcast, my emotional and mental health has always been a challenge. Unfortunately, I find myself in a place right now where going on to tour would be at the expense of my well-being. As much as I love connecting with you all, I need to prioritize my mental health. To ensure that happens, I plan to check into a facility that will give me the help I need. This wasn't an easy decision to make. I want to apologize to all the fans that have made plans to see me on this tour. It's been quite the journey over the last 10 years. I appreciate your unwavering support, both in the past going forward. Your collective love and positivity means more to me than words can express. Also, want to thank my incredible co-host and most importantly, my friend Chrisley. And this decision hasn't been an easy one for her either, but I will continue to lean all her love and support as I continue on my journey of healing. I love you all, Kid Fury. You know what I'm saying? So I and we both Scorpios. This is what I've heard. Okay, don't get mad. Kid Fury had a mental breakdown. He wanted to delete himself. He's going through it. He is really going through it. I've heard through some sources that's what he wanted to do. And right before he was going on tour, he just went out of his mind. This is why, and we just had a conversation about mental health, the importance of mental health, because y'all be getting a good kiki and a laugh at these people, and they bring all this joy, but on the inside, they're suffering. On the inside, they're drowning in their own emotional wreck. This is why you must take your mental health serious. Kid Fury ignored the issue. I know what it is. You ignored it, and now it's overwhelming you. Now you have to get into a mental facility. If you sharing on the podcast, oh my sure, and don't get help, it ain't gonna get better. Like right now, my ankle is swollen. So right then and there, if it's swollen, something that the ankle is telling me you need to get it checked out because you on a road that ain't gonna be pretty. So get it checked out. So you get a specialist that specialize in your need. That's why if you're going through mentally, you need counseling. You ain't gonna go to no real estate attorney. You know what I mean? So I'm glad he done it, but you should have been did it. And then it hurts your business because a lot of venues and promoters not going to want to deal with a person that is unreliable. And the co-host, Christy, his co-host, she wanted to go on tour because she needs the money. They make a good coin. And she lived an expensive life. She wanted to go on tour, but due to Kid Fury, now she got to sit down and not get paid. And I told them, I said, they could have gotten somebody to replace Kid Fury. They could have got, what's the guy's name? He's on Wild 'N Out. He's chocolate just like Kid Fury. Name his name really quickly. He's chocolate like Kid Fury. Can't think of his name. They wanted him to replace Nick Cannon. Members, can you name it? Okay. What is his name? He's black. I know he's chocolate. And they wanted him to replace Nick Cannon. And he was on Wild 'N Out. Somebody comment that really quickly. Because they could have used him. Yeah, DJ Young. Oh, DC Young Fly. I said DJ. DC Young Fly. Yes, DC Young Fly could have replaced him on the tour. I believe that. Because it would have still get money. It would have still kept the reader alive. And the fans would have been entertained. I feel like it was a disservice. And then you know it was a disservice. And this is why I don't know he not turning himself into a mental facility. Because he was getting dragged on there. People were saying he didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? So I think he would have been great on there. And when you went to Kid Fury page, he deleted the post. So that'll tell me you ain't in no mental hospital. It's a bunch of bull. People were saying you didn't. Other people were saying it didn't sell out. People would say, oh, now you got some issues because them tickets ain't selling. It wasn't sold out. The tour was not sold out. And you want to bail and blame it on mental health. So it's like multiple different rumors. And the post is gone. Let me scroll down. It's gone. Only post he got up there posting a cartoon thing when he said getting back into one piece. This time I'll catch up. He wrote something that was on 4/6/23. He wrote another post for 8/23. Just wrapped up the he deleted the post. And I'm so glad we screenshot, because why delete it? When you delete something, that means you hiding something. And somebody just DM me something. Kid Fury want to separate from he want to fire her. That's another rumor I heard. And I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. I've always said I need to add a third party to the Read podcast to juice it up. Because sometimes it gets stale with a duo. That's what happened with the Scorpion show. And I know they get mad bringing them up, but they got stale. You know, when you eat a potato chip, it's a good potato chip. But soon you leave that potato chips out for a while, it's going to be stale. So you go to the store and get a fresh bag of chips. You know you like Doritos, but you don't like Doritos when it's stale. So you take your hind part to the stove and get you a fresh bag of ranch Doritos. So if you do that when it's considered with food, you do that when it's considered your show. When it comes stale, okay, let's freshen it up. Let's juice it up. Let's bring a fresh face. Let's bring fresh ideas. Understand what I'm saying? Do you get that? And people say, oh, well, you should talk about, you just mad because you ain't on tour. No. I am a commentator. Get it through your thick skull. I talk about whoever is relevant. You look through my resume of videos. I talk about everybody, including myself with the plaque on my teeth. I talk about everybody that comes up, you're going to be discussed. The problem is, I even talk about your favorite people that you love so much, and I talk about them. And you don't like it when I talk about your favorite person. Just like when I talked about Lil Baby, you ain't gonna be no nasty comments. You ain't stunned a Lil Baby. But if I mention somebody you like Tasha K, you will call me from Jamaica. You supposed to be eating jerk chicken. You will drop that jerk chicken and hit that call-in number. But you ain't gonna call in when I'm talking about Kid Fur. You ain't gonna call in when I'm talking about Lil Baby. So get up out of here with that mess. I on purpose will talk about somebody just to get you on that phone. Because I know your spirit. Right, Kid Furry? You know. You got that look, yeah, brother. You tell it, brother. You only call in when I'm talking about your fave. That's it. I'm talking about your fave, and the phone lines ring, 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 ring. And I told my producer, I said, the issue with is no phones. They don't call in when the topic don't interest you. So watch me talk about this woman. Watch the people that will be calling in. You watch it, but to get you to call in, you always call in. Brother had called in Duval. What's up? This is Brother Duval on the air. Hardly ever hear that man's voice. But as soon as we talk about Tasha, you got to understand that in your blood, it showed up. And maybe she tell the truth. Maybe she tell the truth in the blood. Maybe the blood, in the blood, take the DNA test in the blood. You take the DNA test, take it in the blood. Then the blood may come up, the results. Maybe she did, maybe she did not. Maybe whatever you say. And then had the audacity to say, I said, brother, I haven't heard hear you. Oh, I've been busy. But you on other shows calling in for hours. Get up out of that line to me. That's why you like Tasha K. Because you a liar just like her. Like Kid Furry. He got the, you telling it, brother. So, I hear that. And then they gonna call, you talking about me? Yes. I'm talking about you. All right. So, Kid Furry, brother, take your meds. If it's really, truly mental health, then listen to your psych doctors. You got the money to get the best treatment that money can buy. You can be in the best facility, but that don't mean a damn thing if you're not going to follow the direction of your doctors. You will be in the same boat like Kanye West. So if you really want to get help, then get it. There's no excuse. You got the wealth to do it. I hope you got the money to spend it all. I hope it ain't the cocaine. I don't know. I hope that you ain't got something that you can't get delivered from or get healed from, that you got something you got to take a pill for the rest of your life. I hope it's not that. But wherever it is, get the help. Because at your fingertips, you got access to the best doctor. You ain't like me, I'm broke. I ain't like Tasha, I'm broke. Right? So I'm on a waiting list to see a therapist. Why am I on the waiting list? Because I can't afford a therapist. I can't afford a therapist. Can't afford it. Right? But you can care for it. Hopefully you can. Because I don't know what's in your pockets. Just because you see somebody on the podcast, that don't necessarily mean they got money. That don't mean they got some money in the bank. There's plenty of people you see on television, they broke. Fantasia got out there, couldn't even read it right. She said she lost it all 3 times. Okay? So, Kid Furby, if you really broke, if you really broke it in your spirit, get help, brother. I'm with you. If you need me to be your pen pal at Grayson Psychiatric Treatment for Celebrity, if you at Grayson Psychiatric Hospital for Celebrity, I'll be there by phone because I can't afford to take no flight. I ain't got it. I can't afford to take no bus because I ain't got it. But if you need my assistance, I'm only one phone call away. And I'll put it on the screen for you, brother. If y'all know him, say call Brother Wiley. He been where you been. He been there. And I ain't telling you to call you viewers right now. We ain't with y'all right now. So don't hit the call. This for Kid Flurry. 972-674-9462 is the number. 972-674-9462 is the number. All right? We can definitely call in. All right? And you don't have to call in unless you're ready. Because I'm going to tell you my testimony. All right? I'm going to tell you my testimony. Because I've been there. My mind was gone. I'm hearing the voice. And the voice it's telling me to end. Baby. But in the voices in my mind. The voice in my mind, they was going backflips in my mind. Celebrate good time and Wiley mind. Do bum 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 bum. They was going crazy. They was having parties in my mind. They took over. Them voices told me directly, don't eat, and I didn't eat. Stand up, and I stand up. Take off your clothes, I took off my clothes. Play with your nipples, I played with my nipples. Like, them voices tell me all type of stuff. One voice, he was political. I'm going to call him, he was a political activist. Run for president. I really thought I was going to run I wasn't even old enough to run. I'm 20-something years old. And I'm making posts. I'm running for president. I'm coming for your spot. I'm not even old enough. But when you're mentally ill, you're no longer living in reality. You are out of reality. You done tapped out. Your conversations, whoosh. You ain't in reality no more. You completely in your own world. And you, look at Kanye. He ran for president. He was a little mental. Didn't even fill out the right paperwork. He up there, I just want you to know. The old ugly cry. Telling his personal biz, ugly cry. He needed help. He was manic. I just want you to know. I want my president. Didn't have the right documentation. He had a whole mental breakdown live on international television. Then this brother, I don't want this to happen to you, Kid Fruit, so get to him. You had Kanye West going in the Oval Office, and this was you need to know, and my father in the playground, and I make America great again, black people. He was just spewing out a whole bunch of nothing. And Trump was like, look at this. They was buttering him up. You know, he wasn't medicated. He was out of his reality. Okay? So, to Kid Free, I don't want that to happen to you, bro. I don't want you to be taking off your clothes, going to somebody's library and destroying it. I don't want that for you, brother. I want you to be healed and great because you're beautiful. I've been following you for years. You know who I am. You have always gave me credit, not like these other folks that sell bras and panties but don't give no credit. You have always given me credit, not like these other folks drink liquor, drowning in alcoholism and drug activity. Okay? But you have always, despite you have always given me credit. Always. So I'm going to always support you. Always. Because I remember when you gave me credit. Love you, brother. And I'm saying it from the heart. I'm sincere in what I'm saying. Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, watch over Kid Fury. Bless him in his life. Give him his mind back. That he come out stronger. That he come out better. That he come out great. Watch over his co-host. Touch him right now in his life. The enemy trying to take over his life. But you made the body. You made the brain. You made the eyes. You made the ears, the lips, the tongue, the thighs, the legs, the ankles, the butt cheeks. You made it all to the prodigals of his head. So, Father, I am asking you in the name of Jesus to touch him in his mind, to give him his mind back. Do it for your glory. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Thank God. Amen. Woo, I felt the healing just drop. I just felt that. You better come on. Ooh, you better come on. You better come on. All right? That's it right there. All right. So I'm saying it right there and there. Because I know at night the enemy played with some of y'all mind at night. Doing backflips in your mind. He creep at you at nighttime. Now you know you really, he touch you in the daytime. He touched me all day long. But at night, I remember I used to pace the floor. Papers everywhere. My place looked like a disaster. You went in my room, got papers, documents, conspiracy, everything. I was just all the way. Catfishing people. Catfishing. I was out of my mind. And I know people will say, oh, Wiley pandering to his man. Are you saying that the Kid Fury? So sit down. Yes, I respond to that comment you come at me. I check you in the comment in love. But to Kid Fury, thank you, brother, for giving us all the intent. Now take your rest break. You need a break. Take it. Take your mental health serious and watch God give you an increase. You better. Oh, I wish I could stand up, but I'm in my drawers. I wish I could stand up and shout. I feel like preaching right now, but I ain't going to do it because y'all ain't ready. But if you take it serious, God's going to give you an increase. I see television deals, increase in merchandise. Oh, woo, right there and there. So it's going to happen for you, but you must first take care of the mental. Because we don't want you to be like Jaguar, eating your family members' ashes. We don't want you sitting in a jail waiting for them to put you in the right county. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. I said we don't need that. We need you to be healed completely. All right? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Press 1 in the chat. I need y'all to press 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Press 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, press 1. Because this is real. Thank you for y'all still listening to us. Thank you for listening to us in this Kid Fury. Now we're going to move on. But do y'all know who Kid Fury is? Google him because that brother is talented. He is gifted. And I'm going to give credit. I'm not like these entrepreneurs that sell bras and panties. But then they don't give credit to people's name. I'm crediting who I'm talking about. I ain't like these hypocrites that sit and say, oh, that's home. That ain't no home. That's Kid Fury you're talking. Put some respect on that brother's name. And we doing that. Then the sister, I was on the platform, the sister give me advice. We did all her advice, and she still ain't selling them panties and bras. We talk about content, but you trying to change my personality. Say that it's mine. Ain't my fault that I'm more entertaining. Ain't my fault. It ain't my fault that they requested your own fan base. Bring Wiley back. He talented. Ain't my fault. You bring somebody talented instead of about 2 stale pieces of bread, of course they gonna want brother Wiley back. Of course. Seeing 2 stale pieces of bread, you see a chocolate brother with a cockeye, entertaining. That's entertaining. Bring her back up there. And she ain't been the same since. People did multiple videos, just a sneak preview of my personality. They rushed to put my name in the title. That's why these folks upset Kid Fury. All right? That ain't my fault. You cried and break it out. If you cried in a sock, get you some help. Something wrong with you. You cried in your baby sock. All that snot. That baby need them socks. Baby, look at that mama. You blowing your snot and boogers on that baby's sock. You know that baby need her sock. You need some help. You done lost your mind. If you cry in a sock, you need some help. Go on in there. You need to be in the room. Kid Fury, room 180888, bed 8. And you need to be at 18888, bed B. You need to be, y'all both need to be up in there. Because you cried in the sock. Get somewhere and get in the hospital, get you some help. I'm here, and this woman, she called me a fish. A stinky, stinky fish. You crying because somebody called you a fish. You a grown woman crying in the sock because somebody called you a stinking fish. You need some help. You need some help. Get you some help. Blowing them boogers and heavy, heavy makeup. About 15 coats. Get you some mental help. Get in the hospital. You need deliverance. Blow your nose on that baby. You know that baby need them socks. Socks is not designed for snot. Now, we ain't saying no name because we don't want people to get offended. I'm making a general statement. Now, if you super chat a good donation, we'll say names. I'm talking about, a cash out. Let me correct that. A good cash, and a click, click, click. I was talking about a good one. Not no $5. All right, let's move on. So, Kid Fury, I'm with you, brother. I don't like to see people going through like that. especially not my chocolate brother. So I want y'all to pray for him. And I don't want y'all to make love to y'all man for 7 days. I want y'all to go in prayer for 7 days. I don't want y'all making no love. I want you to put the rose down. I want you to put the rose down. And do not stick your fingers down there. I want you to go on a 7-day break. 7 days. 7-day break. Keep them legs closed. I want you to go in prayer for those 7 days. I want you to go for 7 days. I want you to go in prayer. I want you to do it. Go home, tell your man, Brother Wiley said I can't do it for 7 days. He want me to pray. I want you to do it for 7 days and watch God do something for your life. 7 days. Don't do it. Don't stick it. Don't even lick it. I want you to pray. Can you do that? Can you do it for 7 days? Can you do it, Brother Wiley? Brother Wiley, you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. Can you do it for 7 days? Ooh. Said 7 days? Yeah, 7 days. Woo. 7 days. 24 hours a day. That's 168 hours. You know what? I'm going to do it day by day. I said do it for 7 days. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, for 7 days. So I want to do it for 7 days. And so, join us. Okay. Let's do it for 24 hours. Because some of y'all say 7 days. We are 7 days. For his mental health. We gonna do it for 24 hours. 24 hours. All right? Do it for 24 hours. And I feel in my spirit, y'all gonna do it for 7 days. Do it for 24 hours. Do it for 24 hours. Y'all, you can't even laugh. Some of y'all just did it. Some of y'all doing it while I'm doing my YouTube video and you making love. Because you lusted after me. And your man said, why you always got to play Wiley? When you get in the mood, you watching the Wiley Show. I'm kidding. Okay. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But 7 days. And I want y'all to show her some love. I need y'all to go to Twitter, say Wiley sent me. We showing love. Now I want to put a disclaimer: if you get blocked, don't blame me, because they love the black folks when you mention Wiley. I don't know what it is. Woo! I don't know what it is. They just will block you. You say the Wiley Show, you get cussed out. Oh, you just said Wiley. What? B. That automatically they cuss you out. But I thank Kid Furry though. I thank him. We're going to talk about him more once he get healed completely. And it's a process. This is not no 30-day state or a 60-day state. It's a lifetime journey, because he probably have an illness that's not diagnosed, right? And so I hope that he gets into it, because we don't have enough people as Black people really talking about mental health. We don't have many people. Like I Google, I don't see many people saying their testimonies like that. I don't. I really, really don't. I really, really, really don't. Hi, everybody. I'm just keeping it real. And I want to say something. We have 277 people, about 400 on Facebook, combined with all my Facebook pages. Thank you. Y'all are watching me in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, you watching Wiley. You could be getting into some things, but you're watching me. Thank you. You're watching me in the middle of the night. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so. And make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit it for me. It's free. Hit that like button. Okay? Hit it. Okay. Thank you, Kid Furry. We're going to talk. All right, let's get him off the screen. All right. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see. Hold on. Okay. Making sure. Okay, now we're going to talk about Bishop Whitehead. This brother, share this live. I got to be careful what I say because this brother loves to sue people. So everything I'm going to say what's public. All right. So Bishop Whitehead, church that he was in was repossessed. He was in a church, took over the church, kicked them out of their church, and it reached the news. And if you go back to the New York Daily News, they said a bling. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't think. Okay. They said a bling bishop. Now, mind you, this is on the New York. I can't read it because I'm not I have a subscription. But they said bling bishop Lamar Whitehead battles another church in a legal brawl. Okay. So he took over this church, was pastoring in this, brought his members, 6 members. And the church resisted. They sued Bishop Whitehead, saying, you did not have the power to boot us out our church. So they sued him. Bishop Whitehead and his lawyer, Mr. Ponder, they went to the tenant and landlord court. They went to that courtroom. And then they also, the judge really couldn't come to answer. So they went to the bankruptcy court to try to throw out what was there with the judge. Then the church went again back to the tenant court. They fought and they got a judgment to get the church back under their control. Then they show up to the church with the locksmith and get the locks off there. Bishop Whitehead show up. The police is there. He show up in the property, get all in the pastor face, the one that eat all them cheeseburgers. And he was in the pastor face, talking bad, dissing the pastor's daughter. Now, mind you, he stole a church, allegedly. And the court said, you, Bishop Whitehead, is not the true owner of this property, because Bishop Whitehead tried to say he bought the property in an auction. That's not the case. It's a whole lie. He never was the owner. He never was the controlling power of that property. And the church fought back and they won. And they're in the service now. Like there is under their control. What I don't like about Bishop Whitehead is he's supposed to represent the cloth, but what he is representing being a gangster. That is true gangster attitude. And he's a street guy. I don't think he got delivered of being from the streets. I believe that brother did not get that deliverance. And he still got this gang-like type of energy that I want it and I take it. And I will get my lawyers. And then I want to get up there and preach. That's why the ministry have not gotten any people in there, like thousands of people that he so desired. That's why he is jealous of Larry Reed, because Larry Reed, despite the predatory ways of him, still have a large audience. When he go and teach and preach with those older black women, middle-aged black women, desperate black women are still going to show up despite him being a predator. They don't care nothing about that. He make me feel good. He said it's all right for me to cheat on my husband. He said it's all right to commit adultery. It's all right to commit fornication. It's all right to let a man hump you in the back. It's all right to do all this. It's all right to wear tattoos. It's all right to wear tongue rings. Everything is all right. So, of course, you will run to that. And so I think Bishop Whitehead is upset because he got the labels. He's intelligent, but he's still street. And he still will bring that street out of him. He didn't get delivered of that street attitude, like that gang-like attitude. And the brother took the church right after he was indicted for fraud. This is last year. This brother have a whole case with the government and trying to snatch somebody else's church. And using Mr. Ponder. He don't care. Mr. Ponder, them type of lawyers, he will do your dirty work. As long as you pay him, he's like that lawyer that worked in Empire that did Lucius' dirty work. Them slimy lawyers, that's Mr. Ponder. He'll do it as long as you got the money. And I hire him because he would do your dirty work. He know the law. He will file this suit, file that suit. He got time. He's one of those type of lawyers. But he lost the case because the church got controlling interest. So when he got, Mr. Ponder was like, oh, if I was representing Tasha, she won the law. Honey, you couldn't even beat the church. They won. They backing their church. And Bishop Whitehead got to go back to the shack that he was pastoring. At the little shack with the curtain hanging down, the chandeliers, the dusty chandeliers. He got to go back preaching to the roaches and rats that's infested in his property, allegedly. So, and he just suing people. This person get $50 million lawsuit, and most of that crap gonna get thrown out because that's too expensive. None of them got it. You got to prove it, and I don't think he'll be able to prove it because he's on his way to a federal trial. And I think because of the ego, he think, I can beat the feds. I'm smarter. He's gonna lose. He's blatantly gonna lose. And it didn't work with the press conference. He went to the press conference. He tried, I'm innocent. Oh, the system and blah, 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 blah. Can't talk about that because of my lawyers. But you're still saying a lot of stuff. Anyway, he's trying to use that strategy. It ain't working because you're not this person that's being crucified for being an innocent man. It is multiple people said that you are a fraud. It's multiple people that have said it. So if you want to go to court to prove your innocence, then go. I don't think you need Mr. Ponder to represent you. He not, because he's not a criminal. He's civil, right? He did tell me that. So you're going to need you a good criminal lawyer that's specialized in a federal case, that understand the strategies of a federal prosecutor. That is the type of lawyer you're going to need. But out of all that, you too busy trying to snatch somebody's church. And then lose and go back to the church trying to argue with the pastor. What man of God is that? Is that the man of God you want to follow trying to take somebody else's property for their own personal gain? Is that the pastor you want to follow that's up for corruption charges? And when you look at his congregation, it's a very small congregation. He never panned the camera on it because there's nobody hardly in the audience. That's so the camera just on him. He don't have hundreds of people in there. He have under 50, under 40, under 30. It's a small congregation. And when he preaches his sermon, it's the lowest amount of views. When he's being messy and dragging Larry Reed, it's the highest amount of views. Larry Reed, the Predator. So it gives him the highest views. I feel as though that he needs to do what Larry did, and he's more entertaining than Larry. He's more masculine than Larry, and more women will follow Bishop Whitehead if he get in his true calling and be a pastor that commentates. He will be good at it. He will make a lot of money. That's the lane Bishop Whitehead need to go in. Go in that lane that Larry is in, and you will be top-notch. You would be top-notch competition for Larry Reed. Honestly, you will dominate the church sector. You would. I don't know if it's really going to work now because I'm hearing through the grapevine, you're going to be sitting in federal prison. And if you get off, I come and say, well, I was wrong. Brother about his peers, prove them in. If that happened, I highly doubt it. I think you're going to federal prison. I think you're going to federal prison, but you try to recoup enough money for your family to be well taken care of. That's why you suing Larry. That's why you suing Kenny Jobs. That's why you suing another radio show host. So you just try to see what stick. So your family can have somebody because you know daddy ain't going to be able to do it because daddy going to be in prison. And for a long time, 10, 15 years is a long time. You about to serve some time in prison. And what he do is sue this person. He sue that person. He sue me. He sue this person. That's what he do. He's very sue happy. But I want to know, is he going to win those lawsuits? Everybody can sue and serve people with paperwork. But the question is, are you going to win? That's what I want to know. Are you going to win? Because I know you sued Larry for millions of dollars. Millions. You actually sued King Jobs for millions of dollars. It was a lot of millions. Can you prove that their defamatory statements made you lose all of this income you claim that you lost? And hopefully that you don't just doctor up no photos and no pictures and contracts, and because you good to do that. And you claim that you didn't do none of this and that you just being set up. You know what I mean? Everybody wrong except you. And then you went on the Griot channel with brother, the host, I forgot his name. I got one of his books in there. I got his book? Yeah, I got one of his books in there. You went to his show and he wanted to ask you, how do you make your money? Like, your real estate, what's the day? Oh, I want people to know. Okay. Someone said he's a scammer, faked the robbery. That didn't work. So now he's suing and wanted to see which one sticks. Wow, that's what Denise said. The views and opinions of the viewers are not the views and opinions of the Wiley Show. They don't represent us, but they have a right to make their statement if they want to. So this is a thought as a viewer. So, wow. And don't get me wrong, Bishop Whitehead, he got a skill set. He's very entertaining. When I don't watch his preaching because I don't feel the anointing. That's personally me. But when he talking about the tea and gossip, I'm watching. Larry all talking about the preachers, and let's talk about you. When you mess with that 15 Devontre. He got that Brooklyn. He got that swagger. Talking about my 8-month-old daughter when wanted to put it up to my 8-year-old daughter and she had a pacifier. He put it up to her cheek, the weapon. You think that's funny? Biggie Smalls. You think that's funny, Biggie Smalls? He called the lady Biggie Smalls. That lady haven't been the same since. He called her Biggie. Yeah, Biggie. Miss Piggy. That's what he called her. And then Larry said, you see that? This is what we said. You can't be doing all that. You see that? See? I told y'all that's what he do. I told y'all. See that? See that what that happens? The Predator. Somebody, did you see that? No, did you see what you did in Levante? That's what you should have been saying, and you should have stopped. Should have never did it. And you still didn't sue Levante. Okay. I'm going to drop the link. I got the number on the screen. I'm about to drop the link if anybody want to call in and give their thoughts. I just had the code go live, y'all. My ankle is literally swollen right now. My mom told me to go to the ER, but I may have to listen to mama because it is swollen. I don't know if, it is. Cash App. Hi, everybody. Hi. So anybody want to speak to me? Y'all had a lot of stuff to say in the comments. Yeah. I'm being really disrespectful right now. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. So y'all have a lot to say. I love the comments. Y'all have a lot to say in the comments. Okay? I'm being really disrespectful right now. And yes, I pull up in them comments. Absolutely. I'll be up and say, who go comment today? who go comment today? I'll be right up in them comments. What you say? Okay. Want to make sure. What? They said you're a piece of straight up. You are. Nate 702 is so funny. Oh man. That is something else. I meant Nate. They said, pull up. That's what he said. That's what he said. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. I'm responding to something that just came my DM. Okay. Thank you, Nate. He says, sure did. Well, thank y'all so very much for tuning in. This was a good show. And Mr. Whitehead, he don't want to come. I don't know why he want to come on the Wiley Show. I don't get it. But we had invited him on the show multiple times. So Bishop Whitehead, if you want to come on the show, you come on the show, brother. We welcome you. We welcome everybody to come on the show. We did have somebody that he in prison now. We did have Kayla Walker on our show. And Brother Kayla was like defending himself and saying this and saying that. Another brother is in prison. And we told him, I said, we believe you're guilty. We believe we're guilty. I believe you're guilty. I'm standing up for you. He was talking good. If I didn't know no better, I'd have fell for the trap. But I knew and I stood on my truth. I stood on my truth. Okay? That's exactly what I did. I stood on my truth. So when I stood on my truth, that is when you get upset. Okay? I don't think you're going to hell, Nate, if you think Lamar Whitehead is cute. No. I mean, Lamar Whitehead have a swagger about himself. He got that swagger. And the lips. You have the courage to stand on your truth. Absolutely. I had the courage. Absolutely. So thank y'all so very much for tuning in for my show in the middle of the night. I know y'all going to drag me in the comments like you always do. All right. If you didn't get a chance to comment in the live chat, we will welcome you to comment on the live, when the live is over. Well, that is open to the general public. But if you want to have a live interaction with me, like I'm talking to Nate, Melly TV. So if you want to have that interaction with me in the chat, Emeris, and you know what I'm saying? If you want to have that interaction with me in the chat, you're more than welcome. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Nate. They said yes, they live. So if you want to have that interaction, you gotta pay. It's only $4.99. Hey, Daniela Turner, like her, is only $4.99. All right. Also, we want to thank someone for sending us cash apps today. Thank you so very much, because we need every dollar and dime because we put it back into the platform. We do have a cash app $ Marquise Wiley 28. We do have Zelle, WileyShow@gmail.com. We do have PayPal. You can give as well and contribute to our show. And we put it right back into the platform because we got to do another photo shoot. We got to upgrade our computer. Got to get our teeth together. It's a lot that we got to get together. So we definitely need every dollar, every whatever counts. Now, I'm not going to do it after the show on Station Head. I may. Oh, wait. I may. So I gotta get myself together. I gotta shower and stuff. But I may. Okay. I may do it. All right. I may do it. Thank you. Somebody said $5 and said that's all they got. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Bless them 100-fold. Thank you. Thank you. You said yes, do one. I want to argue. LOL. You want to argue? Okay. Well, I've been requested to do it after show. Well, thank you, Nate, for that, for sending us. Oh, that was you. Oh, that was you. Thank you, Nate. Okay. All right. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Love y'all. I'm doing that look like. Look at y'all in here, beautiful. Look at all these green symbols. Wow. He called me a whore. Well, he lied about that. But look at these green symbols. Y'all are interactive in the chat. We had a special guest, Prada Me, was in the chat today. She called in, very entertaining. Thank you, Prada Me. You said, what kind of panties are you wearing at the after show? Is none a color? Is none a color? Is it okay? Is nothing a color? All right. I want to meet, you know what I'm saying? Is none a color? I was just asking. Yeah. No, actually, no. I have on briefs, gray briefs, box of briefs. Gray box of briefs. Yeah. Gay box, not gay boxer, gray boxer briefs. Okay. Birthday patties. The arm fall said it all. Oh man. I'm reading it. I'm reading this comment. Ooh. I gotta buy me some compressed. I had some compressor socks, but they are like destroyed because I've been wearing it forever. Got like some compressor socks. I gotta buy me a new order of compression socks. Cause woo. And this yes, is in every inch is in there. I don't, is in there. Every inch. Kidding. All right. Okay. We have a good time over there on station here. Like over here is like more like, you gotta certain things you do, you can't really get it in. But over there on the station here, and that's we transitioning, that's like what we really gonna do it over there on members only. But it's lit. Lit. Okay. You say you need to put some ice or a heating pad on that ankle. Yes, because the thing about it is I can't hardly walk on it. Hey! You sure it's corporate? Yes. That shit is ghetto. It's ghetto over there. This is more corporate. Aye. But that shit is ghetto. It's ratchet. Okay? It is ratchet. Oh man. Ooh. Hey, I shot my manana. But it is ratchet. It is ratchet over there. Let me they said why you don't eat no more pot roast. That's why your ankle fall apart. Wait a minute. He said, don't eat no more pot roast. That's why your ankle fall apart. Oh man. Wow. Wow. Falling apart. Wow. Okay. How much sodium? Oh, wow. Not that much sodium in there. I put lemon pepper, black pepper, and some seasoning salt. It wasn't salty. Actually, I didn't even hardly, and it wasn't that salty. It was nice and tender, but it wasn't salty. I don't put too much salt salt on my stuff. Absolutely not. But when you're standing on your ankle for a long period of time, for me it swells. It hurts. Like it's like the tightness in it. You know what I'm saying? When everything it gets like that. But it wasn't a lot. No, I didn't dry. No, I didn't. It wasn't a dry pot roast. I should have took the picture of the pot roast. It was good. I like how you talk during the intro. Thank you. Thank you, Soldier Girl. But no, the pot roast was it was a delicious pot, right, Paul? It was delicious. Paul gave me 2 thumbs up. Thank you so very much for that, Paul. I can always count on you being honest with me. You're honest, Paul. Thank you. So Paul did enjoy my pot roast. It was a good pot roast, delicious. We had uh, vegetables in the pot roast. And the vegetables were good and seasoned. The meat could have been a little bit more seasoned, but I didn't know. I don't want to put too much in sodium in there, but I did add some stuff on there as well. But thank y'all so very much for y'all support. Okay, all right. Paul only got one. Wait a minute. Oh man. All right, y'all. Mom told me to rest it. She said doing back to back. I'm working like when you don't see me, I'm working back to back, back to back. She told me you need to rest a little. But I can't because I love the work. I love the work. I love to. Paul was not present for 2 days after that pot roast either. You didn't mention it. We love you out there. Thank you so much for making us laugh. No, the pot roast was good, you guys. If you don't know, I cooked on my stove for the first time within almost 2 to 3 years since I've been in this apartment. Never cooked on the stove, and I decided to get a pot roast. And I don't know why I said it because people are saying the pot roast was dry. My pot roast wasn't dry. It was juicy. It was really good. And I cooked pot roast again. It was good. I actually enjoyed the first pot roast. I had it marinated. It had it marinate as well. Because I think if you make a pot roast, put it in a Ziploc bag and let it marinate for a little time and then put it in the oven and everything. But the pot roast did taste really good. It was a good delicious pot roast. It really, really good. It was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was a delicious. It was delicious pot roast. It was. It was delicious. It was delicious. It was Paul. No, Paul is still here. I think one day y'all gonna meet Paul. One day. One day y'all gonna meet him. Yeah. Yes, Paul. One day you're gonna meet Paul. Okay. And I'm just keeping it real. Thank you. Okay. Y'all going in on Paul. Roast is really good in the crack pot. Okay, I'm gonna do it instead of the oven. I'm gonna do it in a crack pot. I'm gonna do it in a crack pot. Thank y'all so very much. I don't know if I'm gonna do it after show because I've have to get some sleep. While you never let him speak to us, even Tasha K let Jasper talk to the audience. I'm gonna let Paul talk in one of the shows. I'm gonna let Paul talk. But not now. Whenever I'm ready to let Paul talk, he will talk to y'all. But yes, Prada said, "Tell him to get on camera." I don't know. I don't know if he's ready to be on camera because he's more like he's more low key. And Paul, he used to be, in the business, and he's still in the business, but he's more like a behind the scene type of guy. And so He will not be on camera, but you will probably hear his audio voice soon. I want to say thank you all so very much for tuning in. We have reached our time. Paul is telling us to wrap it up. We've been on here for about 2 hours. We don't want to be too long-winded, but we do want to give a couple of shout outs to people in here. Number one, shout out to all the viewers. And I also want to say shout out to my executive producers, the members, the Patreon people. Y'all are my executive producers. Also, shout out to my critics, because with that, you do give me some good gems that we take advantage of. So I want to say thank you. If you want to join this movement, you could join today. It's only $4.99. Thank you all to that joined. We will be back live today with another video. We got a restream tomorrow, well, today, and we got other fresh content, original content that's coming. Make sure y'all please keep Kid Fury in your prayers. Make sure y'all keep Kid Fury in your prayers that he definitely do great. How did commercials pop up in the middle of the live? Well, it's a new feature that YouTube have started. They're now starting to roll out putting commercials in the live videos now. So that is something. That's why that is something that they just started. You know, that you can put you know, live, commercials in the live. You know what I'm saying? So that's a new feature that YouTube had implemented. Yes, YouTube have implemented. That's why we be on for a long time, so you know what we talk about. Okay. All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you all to the people that's in the house. Love y'all so very much. Love you. Thank you. Welcome. I will see y'all later. If I go to Station Head, keep your notifications on. Station is really good with notifications than YouTube. They're really good. So if you're following us on Station Head, let me drop that link in there for a second. If you're following us on Station Head, I just want to let y'all know I could drop it in here. If you follow us on Station Head, just do it. So if we do go and do an after show, you could be on Station Head. So give me a second. I'll drop it in here. Yes. Oh, and Maria Love was a member for 5 months. Welcome to the family. Welcome, Love. Love, a word that comes and goes. But these people really knows what it really means to love somebody. Oh, love. But these tears may fade away. I'm so glad your love will stay, because I love you and you show me, Jesus, what it really means to love. Yes. So thank you all so very much for that and for that support, for y'all love. We will see y'all again. Thank you all so very much for that. Y'all have definitely showed us amount of love. Thank you. patient love, kind. Yeah, that's an old school Kurt Franklin record. They don't make great songs like that. They don't make songs like that. The lyrics that told you, glory. I felt that right there. So they don't make songs like that anymore. They don't make songs like that anymore. They don't make songs like that anymore. They used to, like the lyrics of the song. They don't make that anymore. They don't make that anymore like they used to. They don't. And I'm just keeping it real. All right. Thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. We will see y'all in the next episode. Um, yeah. And if we do a live on Say Shit, subscribe right now. All right. Some of y'all have followed. Thank you. We got new followers that have followed us over there on Station Head. Thank you so very much. You have already followed us over there on Station Head. Thank y'all so very much. That's how we be number one. If you take time to follow us, thank you. We will see y'all next time. Make sure y'all subscribe, comment, and I already know you're gonna drag me in the comments. Wow, I'm looking forward to your comment. I'm gonna respond to every one of them. Okay? Peace.